My name is Oluwateniola Ayeni, and today's presentation will be on the topic Team Science, Advancing Women and Black, Indigenous, and Other People of Color on the Pathway of Conducting Clinical Research. There is a need to increase the number of women, Black, Indigenous, and other people of color in team science and clinical research, as well as increase the pathway for these professionals seeking to advance their careers and contribute to the equitable advancement of science and medicine. The lack of diversity in team science and clinical research is made more apparent with the rate of racial diversity in the United States growing faster than predicted, with a projection of more than half of all Americans to belong to a group other than non-Hispanic white by 2044, and by 2060, the non-Hispanic white group will make up less than 50% of the total U.S. population. 2018 data from the Association of American Medical Colleges revealed that over 8,700 white physicians listed research as a major professional activity, compared to about 4,000 physicians in all other racial and ethnic categories combined. Despite the projected increase in the U.S. diversification rate, there is a diversity gap in the research workforce that limits research questions, interpretation of results, and negatively impacts the engagement of marginalized populations in research studies. An academic collaborative known as CROSS was developed and led by two Black academic physicians for the purpose of increasing the number of BIPOC and women clinical researchers that would investigate relevant health inequities, specifically in the case of COVID-19. As I delve into the description of the cross-collaborative team formation, demographics, and outputs, both scholarly and non-scholarly, keep at the forefront what diversity in all areas of team science and clinical research can introduce for the advancement of healthcare delivery. The intentional recruitment of predominantly BIPOC and women clinical researchers to investigate COVID-19 health inequities resulted in a 37-member collaborative team of diverse races, ethnicities, genders, medical specialties, disciplines, and hospitals. After the development of the full team, all members conducted an electronic survey to obtain self-identified demographics, followed by a secondary survey to glean professional interests, desired research activities, and level of participation in activities such as working group leadership roles, manuscript development, data collection, and analysis. Not only was diversity in terms of race, gender, and ethnicity a critical component in the team's development, but so was a representation of diversity in academic roles, such as trainees and professors, to non-academic roles like non-academic physicians and administrators. Beyond the team's demographics, between June 2020 to June 2022, the CROSS team produced 3 published original peer manuscripts, was awarded 3 intramural grants, including a $200,000 grant through an intramural COVID-19 funding opportunity, and received numerous other awards. The team also participated in non-academic community outreach, including COVID-19 education events and outreach via national news outlets such as the New York Times. Diversity and inclusion in team science and clinical research is purposed to spark innovation in the establishment of cross-disciplinary and diverse teams that can produce scholarly outputs and engage in non-academic community activities that will expand their reach beyond the walls of academia and clinical research, such like members of the CROSS Collaborative have achieved within the past 2 years. There is no one-size-fits-all collaborative model to ensure meeting the health and research needs of a diverse population. However, through intentional and targeted recruitment of BIPOC and women researchers, along with a range of other demographic and clinical representation, institutions can develop an adaptable and diverse research team model. As we celebrate this Black History Month, let us continue to increase our awareness and reflect on challenges presented in biomedical research, including medical mistrust resulting from historical racism and lack of BIPOC and women clinical researchers, reinforcing reduced engagement from marginalized populations. As a collective, we can work towards building new and diverse research teams, biomedical workforce pipelines, and systems. I have made my commitment. What can you commit to? Thank you.